Ambassador Marcus Kane stood perfectly still as the Vraxian delegate's claws wrapped around his throat. The crystalline chamber of the Galactic Council fell silent, thousands of alien eyes watching the assault unfold in the heart of their most sacred diplomatic space. "Your species will bow," hissed Vorthak, his mandibles clicking with rage, "or we will erase you from existence." Marcus didn't flinch. His gray eyes remained calm, almost bored, as the pressure increased around his windpipe. The other delegates shifted nervously in their hovering seats. Violence in the council chamber was forbidden, punishable by immediate ejection from the galactic community. But the Vraxian Empire had grown bold, their military conquests making them feel untouchable. "Ambassador Kane requires assistance," squeaked the plenary observer, her translucent body flickering with distress. "No," Marcus said quietly, his voice somehow carrying through the vast chamber despite the grip on his throat. "I don't." Something in his tone made Vorthak hesitate. The Vraxian had fought across 100 worlds, had personally killed warriors from 60 different species. He recognized the voice of a predator when he heard it. But humans were new, weak, barely spacefaring. They had no colonies, no fleet worth mentioning, no reputation beyond stubborn diplomacy. Vorthak's intelligence briefing flashed through his mind. Humans, Terran origin, single-planet species, physically unremarkable. No natural weapons, no carapace, no venom. Threat level, minimal. He tightened his grip. Marcus moved. The Vraxian's world became pain. His primary arm snapped backward at an impossible angle, the crack echoing through the chamber like a gunshot. Before he could scream, Marcus had already pivoted, driving his elbow into the nerve cluster beneath Vorthak's chest plate. The Vraxian's legs gave out, 3 seconds. That's how long the assault had lasted. Marcus straightened his tie, not even breathing hard, as the 8-foot warrior collapsed at his feet, whimpering. The ambassador's face remained expressionless as he addressed the council. "I apologize for the disruption," he said, his voice carrying the practiced calm of a man who'd done worse things before breakfast. "Shall we continue?" The council sat frozen. Ambassador Kirith of the Harmonious Collective found her voice first. "Ambassador Kane, what? How did you?" Marcus smiled, and somehow that was more terrifying than the violence. "You read our file, didn't you? Humans harmless, desperate to join the galactic community. Physically weak, no natural weapons." He took a step forward, and several delegates actually recoiled. "Did none of you wonder?" Marcus continued, his voice soft and deadly. "What kind of species could become a dominant predator on a death world with no claws? No fangs, no armor, no venom? Did none of you question how we survived?" The Zephyrite military observer's sensors were frantically recalculating. "Your planet, Earth. Your file listed it as Class 7 habitability, garden world parameters. By your standards," Marcus agreed. "Let me tell you about Earth. Our gravity would crush half the species in this chamber. Our atmosphere is a corrosive oxygen mix that most of you would consider toxic. Our weather systems generate storms that would obliterate your settlements. We have apex predators that hunt in packs, megafauna that could crush your vehicles, and microscopic organisms that have killed billions of us throughout history." He paused, letting that sink in. "We domesticated wolves for companionship. We climbed mountains for recreation. We invented hundreds of ways to kill each other, then spent thousands of years perfecting them. Every human child learns how to break bones, apply tourniquets, and survive in hostile environments because that's just part of our education." Ambassador Telesh of the Pacifist Concordat was trembling. "But your diplomatic record, you've been nothing but peaceful, reasonable." "Because we chose to be," Marcus said simply. "Do you know what my job was before I became a diplomat?" Silence. "I was part of the Terran Special Operations Group, Tier 1. For 15 years, I was what my government sent when negotiation failed. I've operated on 12 different terrain types in conditions that would kill most of you within minutes. I've survived things that don't officially exist in places I'm not officially allowed to mention." He looked around the chamber, meeting every alien gaze. "Humanity sent me here because I'm the most diplomatic option. I know 17 ways to kill with a pen, but I'd much rather use it to sign treaties. I can clear a room in 60 seconds, but I'd prefer to clear up misunderstandings. Every human diplomat you'll ever meet is someone we trust not to remind you what we're capable of." Vorthak groaned on the floor, trying to rise. Marcus didn't even glance down. "Here's what's going to happen," the ambassador said, his voice never rising above conversational level. "The Vraxian Empire will issue a formal apology. They will respect human sovereignty, and every species in this council will update their files on humanity with a single critical note. He leaned forward slightly. We are not weak because we choose peace. We are terrifying because we could choose war, and we don't. Every human walking around unarmed is making a conscious decision to be civilized. We invented the concept of war crimes because we needed rules to stop ourselves. We created international law because we knew what we were capable of without it. Marcus adjusted his cufflinks calmly. Earth has 7 billion people. Every single one of them is a descendant from survivors who outlasted ice ages, plagues, predators, and each other. We are not harmless. We are patient. There's a difference. The chamber remained silent for a long moment. Finally, the council arbiter spoke, her ancient voice crackling with something that might have been respect or fear. The council acknowledges the update to humanity's file. Ambassador Kane, you have shown remarkable restraint. Marcus smiled that terrifying smile again. Arbiter, I haven't even raised my voice. That's how much restraint I have. He picked up his briefing pad from the floor where it had fallen. Now shall we discuss the trade agreements? I believe we were on Article 7 before the interruption. As the council stammered back to life, one thought echoed through every alien mind in the chamber. Humanity had been hiding in plain sight, and they'd just learned why humans called their diplomats ambassadors. After all, an ambassador was just a warrior with better vocabulary and a much longer fuse.